Stroud looking to change the play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Chauncey Golston just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Six nothing our score after one.
With the score, Texans 6, Cowboys 0.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take possession.
How does he get underthrown like that? Cooper Rush has a fucking arm.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and they can't bring him down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now they'll audible to something else. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the kick. He's
got your ass back.
It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple. Here's Stroud. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. 3rd down and 13. Stroud looking to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Rush.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Rush working from the gun.
That is caught. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Rush.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Throwing here, Rush. He's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson, as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it.
16, Texans 6.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Well, now how about this return?
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mixon up the middle.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside handoff to Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Stroud sets up the play action.
He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Stroud now to throw.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Stroud now on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion at its 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
C.J. Stroud, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
That's caught, and they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 57 yards.
And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside
You're trash.
20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
What are we in third grade?
Defense now with
Talking about
multiple
mom's pussy.
interceptions in this game, but this